Hola, ¿qué tal, mi gente? Byron Gonzalez here for a Bilingual Sound Sessions. I'm super excited today because I get to welcome an artist that I've been listening to quite a lot. You might recognize her from other bands that have been here at the SoCal Sound Studios. I'm talking about the artist out of CDMX. Here, aquí tenemos a Andrew. Andrew, ¿cómo te va?
Muy bien, ¿cómo estás tú?
Muy bien. Tenemos a Andrew y también a su compañero Irvin, que nos acompaña y es el guitarrista de la banda de Andrew. ¿Cómo estás, Irvin?
Very happy to be here.
Yeah, very happy that you guys came out all the way to Northridge. Yes, I know it's a little far, but you made it.
Yeah.
We made it, yeah.
Happy to be here again.
Yeah, you were here with Vaya Futuro, you were here with Girl Ultra, and now you're here on your solo project. It's very, very cool.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, you're a normal. You're just like, you just start working here.
I'm ready. Give me my green card.
We'll start the paperwork today, and we'll get you on the air.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So as many times as you've been here, I still don't feel like we know you. Entonces, a ustedes dos, los quiero saber un poco más. Entonces, para comenzar, what was a band that you first got to see live, that you went to, that you paid a ticket for? What was that first band?
I went to the show with my dad. He paid the ticket, but we went together, and it was to hear Evanescence.
Evanescence?
Yeah.
En la Ciudad de México?
En la Ciudad de México. It was a great show, and yeah, that was my first show ever.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And for
My
you?
first one, I think it was Limp Bizkit when I was like
No way.
12 or 11.
That's very
I went
cool.
with a friend and his mom.
Was it for the album, the Chocolate Starfish album, or?
No, it was the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The Nookie.
The Nookie.
Cookie the cookie.
That's
That
great.
one, yeah. I remember it pretty well. Yeah.
Nice.
It was amazing.
That's fun.
But I was a kid.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Dang. And now, kind of relating to the same question, what was an album that you could not stop listening to when you were little? Yeah.
I really like that kind of music, like Linkin Park. So the first album that I get myself buying, it was Meteora.
Meteora?
Meteora from Linkin Park.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
And it was like usual to have the booklet and the lyrics, and I was just like crazy trying to learn the lyrics, and I know that album from start to end.
Nice.
That was a really important album for me.
I really like that one too.
Yeah,
It was
I
the
like
guy
it.
with doing the graffiti on the
Yeah,
album art.
Yeah.
It's stencil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about for you? What was the first, like, one of the album that you could not stop listening to?
I was more into classics like Pink Floyd and things like that.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it was like Dark Side of the Moon and things like that. But I grew up listening to Blink-182 and things like that. So
Nice.
yeah.
Blink-182 was one of my first albums that I
Oh
bought.
yeah?
Yeah.
It was
Which
mine
one?
too.
The live one. You know, they did a whole live album.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was called the Mark, Tom, and Travis Show.
Oh yeah.
And there was the cartoons on the album
Yes.
cover.
Yeah, I remember that.
You do?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good. You gotta check it out. It was cool
Yeah.
because you basically got their whole discography in one live album.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah. You play a lot of instruments. I've seen you play bass, guitar. What other instruments do you know how to play?
I know how to play keys. That was the first instrument that I play ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my parents put me in a Yamaha music school when I was 5, so it was the first instrument that I played. I'm trying to sing better because
You sing really good.
yeah, it's difficult for me. Yeah,
Is it?
but I'm trying, and yeah, I think those 4 things I can do it kind of well.
Okay. How about you? Was the guitar the first instrument you had?
No, I wasn't, but it's the only one that I can play. I think like
Decent.
decently. Yeah.
Okay.
She's also my teacher, like
Yeah?
my guitar teacher, for
Yeah.
real.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
I take I take classes with her.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you were like playing piano? When did you decide to grab a guitar or a bass?
It was when I was 9 years old. I changed. I changed to school, and they have like options of extra classes like
Okay.
dance, and they had like classical guitar, and I was just like, okay, I'm new here. I'm gonna aprovechar
That's
todo.
cool. Oh,
So that's why I started to play the guitar. Yeah.
nice. Was it because of a specific artist that you were listening to, or you solo te atraía la guitarra?
Yeah, it's because my father like bought a little tiny guitar, and I had it there, and I can do an extra class in this new school, and it was classical guitar, so I didn't knew anything about that, but it was gonna be a good experience, so I took it, and that led me.
Here,
Here.
yeah. And Vaya Futuro and Grow Otra
Yeah.
and Bratty and todo.
It was a nice decision.
Yeah, that's
It
cool.
was.
Apart from your musical talents, do you have any other talents? Do you like to draw? Do you like to write? Como historias ficcionales o qué te gusta hacer? ¿Qué son tus otros hobbies?
I used to, when I was younger, I used to draw a lot. I think I was good at it. And if I weren't a musician, I would be like a designer or something like that. I used to draw like comic style also. I don't think I have any more talents. I'm not good cooking. I like to dance, but I'm not good at it. So yeah.
I know you designed one of your stickers.
Yeah,
Ah.
I like to draw, so sometimes I cannot do it on my merch. So
Yeah.
yeah, I like to take photos also, but just like a
Sí.
hobby.
Yeah, that's a talent. It takes skill to take a photo.
Yeah.
Y para ti, Irvin, ¿qué otros talentos tienes?
Man, I know how to cook. I do know how to cook, and I also like sports, pretty much. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Ahora esta pregunta es super important. ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita?
It gotta be a Mexican dish,
Yeah.
for sure. So I'm gonna take enchiladas.
Enchiladas.
Enchiladas o chilaquiles. Verdes, sin crema, con queso.
¿En un bolillo o no?
No,
No, como la de la Ciudad de México tienen esos bolillos
Sí,
con
torta
Sí.
de chilaquil.
tola de
o
chilaquil.
guajolota.
¿Qué es
Ah, no, ese es
guajol-
tamal. Tamal es con
guajolota,
guajolota. No,
sí.
sí, torta de chilaquiles.
Ah, ok. Pero no, eso no, solo chilaquiles.
No, chilaquiles with egg and salsa. Con
Salsa.
salsa.
Ok. ¿Y a ti? ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita?
I've been a vegan for 3 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I will go with the lentils. Yeah,
Oh, those are good.
I love them. Yeah, and I know how to cook them in different ways. So yeah,
No, you got to give me some recipes.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, I love lentils.
Anytime.
It's just sometimes you're just like, what am I doing? But when you cook them and you're like eating, you're like, duh, it's so simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can combine it with a lot of things, like with rice or maybe made like a hot stew.
Yeah.
Is that what, yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. I love talking
Cool.
about food.
Yeah.
Well, now we got to get to know you guys a little bit better.
Yeah.
Now let's get into the music. What would you say, like, you're in so many bands. How did this solo project come to be? How did you decide, like, maybe I need to start working on my own stuff?
Yeah, it was like on my mind this last few years, like to get to know me as a composer, producer, and a musician, like by myself, because I used to have a band that was called Holbosch. But during pandemic, I had a lot of free time, so I started to experiment and start writing and trying to get ideas, and yeah, so I started writing the first EP that it's called Lo Haría Todo de Nuevo, and I was just like, I don't know what can I do with this, but let's just give a try, and I started to search for a label, and the people like start inviting us to play
Yeah.
live shows like a lot. So the project like started to have
It's life.
To flow.
life, to
Yeah.
flow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has been a good adventure, like surprisingly for me.
You think it was easier for you to get into the scene as a solo artist because you were part of these other bands and they already had kind of like their network, and then you just like, hey, you've seen me, I'm doing a solo project now, mírame, y ahora tengo mi música.
I don't think it has been difficult, but all the experience and all the people that I've met through years and through this artist, it has been nice because that's how I met you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and like yesterday we record with Art, and I knew him by Girl Ultra, and yeah, all these connections and experience through the other artists like can help me a lot with the solo project.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, a little fun fact, she was here with Vaya Futuro. We did a session back in 2018. It's in the archives. It's on YouTube, so you could search for it one of these days.
It was beautiful.
It was a really good session. I really liked it. It was acoustic too.
It was acoustic. We used the piano, I remember.
Yeah. But during this time, were you also writing, or did you just start writing very recently? Or, you know, when you were with the bands, were you also like in the backgrounds writing your own songs, knowing that you would eventually do a solo, or that was very, very, very recent when you started writing music?
Yeah, I think it was very recently.
Also?
Like when I decided to write for this project.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was 2021. Yeah, and we have like a rough time with pandemic, so I had a lot of feelings to write about. So yeah.
And you wrote a song about your dog, and yeah, that one's a really good one too.
Yeah, I sent a hug to Lola back home.
Yeah, Lola deserves the love. Lola made a cameo on your album cover, huh?
What?
That was Lola?
Yeah.
On the album cover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's
no.
No era Lola?
This new album cover. No, it's he's called Flan.
Oh.
And he's the dog that lives in the studio and is from my friend Santiago Mijares.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Lola.
No,
Lola
she's
small.
She's
small?
She's puffy.
Puffy and small.
She's puffy.
I want to talk about this new album, Las Cosas que Quería Recordar. Hey, se me olvidó. ¿Por qué lo llamaste así? Hay muchas cosas en este disco. There's a lot of things in this album that are basically memories, and that you're like, I don't want to forget this. That's the essence. Aunque es muy obvio, tal vez es eso, sí, ¿no?
Yeah, it's the concept of the memories. You know, like if they're bad or painful or happy or whatever, they're part of us, and that's, I think, the more precious thing we have, like memories, because we enjoy what we lived back there, like remembering it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was like more the concept, and I took like specific persons, situations, or places that get me back to some feelings that I just like need to put them in music.
And music, and put it down permanently into the universes.
Yeah.
Right now, I've been playing Acapulco a lot. Can you give me a little story of what memories does Acapulco bring for you?
Acapulco, Acapulco, for people, it's a beach, a Mexican beach in Guerrero.
Famous one.
Yeah.
Pretty famous one.
Yeah, it's
pretty.
Yeah.
And I have a house there, so I come a lot. Constantly. So I write this song for my best friend Irving, that it's right here.
That song is for me.
Yeah.
You believe that?
I do. I do. I mean, you guys seem like good friends. There's good chemistry.
Yeah. So I write this song to him. It talks about when we will go to the beach together. We haven't do it yet.
Oh, really?
So it's like a
wish.
Like a wish, and it says like we're gonna have a great time, and it's gonna
forget
be
about everything and
forget about everything.
Go to the beach and stay there as long as
we can.
We can, yeah.
That's really cool. I also want to know, because before Acapulco, I was playing 309 Un Montón también. Pero it's a little bit more obscure, like just from the title, like 309. ¿Qué piensas de 309? ¿Qué es 309? ¿Y es un tatuaje también que tienes? ¿No?
Sí. I made this tattoo for the cover. Just it was the purpose of it.
Oh,
But
that's funny.
I have it now. 309, it's a love song. And last year I dated with someone that, yeah, she made me feel a lot of things like very fast, like in a month. We just dated for a month and it was over. But she made me feel like a lot.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Good and bad, good and bad, no?
It was good at first, then I was sad because, yeah. But this is more like a love song, like not a deep love, just like one night and you can feel everything, and it doesn't have to be deep. Just like a more young love, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah.
Now with this album, you just released it. Congratulations! It's a very nice album. It's very fun. You got your ups and downs, but are you also writing for what might be the next one? Do you have a lot of songs that just get bottled up in your head?
I'm starting to write. I'm letting myself live and fall in love and live again new experience because that makes me, but it gives me inspiration.
Yeah, and material.
Yeah, material. I need
Yes.
material because yeah. So I'm taking my time and yeah, I'm like more focused on playing it live and getting on tour. Yeah, but there will be a third album. That's for sure.
Ooh, that's very exciting already.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounded really cool. How have people been receiving it in Mexico? Like when you play shows, do people already sing along to the songs? And you're like, what? How are they singing along to my songs already?
We haven't played this album on Mexico
No,
City.
todavía no.
The
Oh,
first
okay.
time we played this
Not yet.
was on Thursday on Tijuana. And this is our fifth time
it's
we
still-
played
Okay.
this. So yeah, we will have a big show on August 17 on Mexico City. That's the official show for the album. So
Yeah.
we're very
Oh,
excited and
cool.
nervous, but that's gonna be the one.
Nice.
But we're ready.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds so good. I can only imagine it with the whole band. Like, you guys were rocking in there. I love your guitar solos. I love
Thanks,
your
man.
guitar and
Appreciate
the
it.
singing with it. It's so good. You're already a really good singer.
Thank you, thank you. I will remember that.
when you're on stage.
Yeah.
But what's next? Are we gonna see more music videos? Is there any more music videos that need to be recorded, or just now you just got a tour?
Yeah, I'm focusing on touring and I'm making merch. The CD, like it's gonna be out, so you
Okay.
can buy it, and we will send it all the world.
Yeah.
The
Worldwide.
world.
Yeah, worldwide.
And new merch, trying to play as much as we can. Yeah, I think that's
Nice.
all. Maybe next year, maybe we can like put out some music this year. I wanna do like one song or a little EP. I don't
Before
know.
the year is ending? Okay.
Yeah, I really want to do like a Christmas
Song?
cover.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I love Christmas, so I don't know, maybe.
Before we end the interview, I do want to know what your obsession or why you're such a fan of hats. Yeah, your first EP was just your collection of hats, and I'm sure you have even more than that. No.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I can't remember when it was like a thing that always was in my head.
Uh-huh.
Um,
On
Well,
your head. and
they look
in your-
good on her.
Yeah. They
yeah, but I have now a really big collection. Like people are starting to notice that I always use hats, so they like
They just give it to you now?
Yeah,
Oh.
so they are on my closet and there's no more space. But I love it. I say that someday, when I have like a big show or a big tour, very important, I'm gonna start like
Oh,
giving them
cool.
away.
We're gonna sign each one.
Yeah, like sign them and start to giving every show like one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What does that hat that you have on right now give you memories of, or de qué se trata?
Man.
This is a very special one. That's why I bring it.
Ah,
For good luck. This is a hat that I trade with an artist from New York. He's called Sam Evian. I'm a big fan of
Of
him.
his work. He's amazing.
Yeah, Same Bien?
Same Bien.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you would love his music. He's
Yeah.
very talented, and he has a studio that it's called
Flying Cloud.
Flying Cloud. And I interview in Mexico City on my program, and I have a hat of Andrew, and I was just like, give it to him, and he gave me this.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, it's very special for me.
That's
This-
really cool.
Yeah.
Nice. And now you also have your own hats to sell and everything.
Yeah, obviously it has to be part of the merch.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
very nice. It just says Andrew and a happy face.
Yeah,
It's
that's
simple.
my sign. Like,
Simple.
if you, happy face, because
You're
you
happy.
gotta smile.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta smile and be happy. And I think your music helps us do that too.
Thank you.
Yeah, every time I listen to it, especially Acapulco, that one pumps me up.
Nice.
I'm glad you like it. I think people, it has more place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it surprised me.
Oh really? Why? Why did it surprise you? You
I
didn't-
don't know. I thought like other songs would like get more attention, but
Interesting.
that one, it got more play.
I think because it also brings memories for like the beach. Even if
Yeah, and
people have
it's-
never been to Acapulco, it's the beach. People love to go
Like
to
summer
the beach.
vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, summer vibes.
Yeah.
Pues un placer de tenerte aquí, Andrew. Gracias por venir hasta Northridge a visitarnos y a tocar. Lo aprecio mucho.
Muchas gracias por invitarnos. Qué lindo este espacio que tienes y gracias por apoyar a los artistas mexicanos. Qué chido.
Sí, muchas gracias, de verdad.
Aquí para la cultura, para nosotros, ¿no?
¿Sí?
Exacto.
Eso.
Ahí estamos. That is Andrew y Irvin, otherwise known together as Andrews, the solo project of Andrew here. You can listen to her new album, Las Cosas que Quiero Recordar. That's streaming right now everywhere, and you can also catch it on Bilingual Sounds. So make sure you tune in and stick around, because right now she's going to go into the studio, play a couple songs, and she's going to make you rock out for sure. Entonces, quédense aquí. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Chao.
Más nunca es igual. El sol saliendo calentando la ciudad. Tú y yo, el carro y nada más, manejar hacia el mar. Y los días se van viendo el cielo pasar con la magia y la velocidad. Primavera es verdad, cuánto tiempo quedará. Con la luna me quiero escapar. La tarde quiero congelar, ir a la playa y nunca regresar. Soy un buen plan contigo y nadie más, que nunca nos alcance el final, el final, el final, el final. Lo real, lo real, lo real. Y los días se van viendo el cielo pasar con la magia y la velocidad. Primavera es verdad, cuánto tiempo quedará. Con la luna me quiero escapar. Los días se van viendo el cielo pasar con la magia y la velocidad. Y los días se van viendo el cielo pasar con la magia y la velocidad. Primavera es brutal, cuánto tiempo quedará. Con la luna me quiero escapar. Y los días se van viendo el cielo pasar con la magia y la velocidad. Primavera es brutal, cuánto tiempo quedará. Con la luna me quiero escapar. un beso todas las mañanas. Manejando, me acuerdo cuando en el auto solías cantar todo el tiempo. Hoy te quiero ver desaparecer. Y si no funciona, te prometo que me iré. Sé que es triste lo que ha pasado, ahora es diferente, las cosas han cambiado. No olvido cuánto sentía que en Acapulco contigo no pasaban los días. Y extraño desvelarnos con el porro en mano todo el verano. Ya no sé qué hacer, pero solo quiero que me digas si hoy te puedo ver desaparecer. Y si no se arregla, te prometo que me iré. Hoy te quiero ver desaparecer. Y si no funciona, te prometo que me iré. Sofía, te quiero. Tú eres de color azul. Sofía, te quiero. No hay nadie como tú. noches y ver brillo en tus ojos al amanecer. Mañana, hoy sale luna llena, estrellas sobre la ciudad. El tiempo no avanza más, ya no existe nada más que tú y yo. Y nos besamos en el ascensor sin controlarnos. Es tan mágico. Prendo un cigarro en mi habitación. Hagamos una película de amor. Te quiero dar un viaje que quieras recordar para siempre. Y sé que sientes estas cosas tú también. Lo sé. Hoy vamos a dejar atrás el miedo y la soledad. Me vuelvo a enamorar. Ya no existe nada más que tú y yo. Y nos besamos en el ascensor sin controlarnos. Es tan mágico. Prendo un cigarro en mi habitación. Hagamos una película de amor. Si estoy soñando con algo mejor,